Firstly, I did an exchange program at NYU in 1991. A great time to be in New York City then.
It was, yes.
And I lived in the East Village. There were about 50 of us from all over the world doing an international management program. And I was studying in Australia, Monash University, doing
Sure.
my MBA, and that was a great opportunity.
I was on the faculty at Stern as an adjunct professor for probably 2 decades. So you had that great experience there too.
Yes, it was really, truly memorable. It defined how I looked at life. I'm 60 now. So I was in my
Young.
20s then,
Yes.
and it was really wonderful being there. In this podcast, I'm really interested in interviewing different change makers like yourself who have two essential skill sets, and one is an entrepreneurial mindset, and another is a crisis ready mindset. We live in a world where these two mindsets are essential. So when I look at the entrepreneurial mindset, I say that you are someone who's resourceful, able to define a problem correctly. Number two, you're able to deal with uncertainty and take risks. And number three, to create value for yourself, for others, financial, non-financial. So when you moved from doing well in school to becoming an educator, a consultant, and running your own business, obviously you've had to leverage on this mindset. What had you do these things?
I was fortunate that my graduate studies were very research-based, strong on data and research, quantifiable and qualitative. And that's really super served me. The ability, the tools, the skills, the awareness to jump into data, to not be intimidated by data, and then to call upon different tools that enable you to sort through it, to make some sense out of the data. And typically, what's the issue or what's the problem? Having worked in Vietnam with very poor kids, I'm reminded how lucky I was to grow up in a household with a mother and a father. We often will take that for granted, but we should not. My mother was a teacher, and my father was an attorney. And I learned a lot of good stuff from them. May they both rest in peace. I don't know that I would say they were the best parents in the world, but I was lucky in that they were both good people and had very good moral compasses and made sure, as much as a parent can make sure of anything in their children. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and one of the things that I'm focusing on, that she too has a good moral compass. She's surprised how little I care about her grades in school. Fortunately, she's a good student. There's a lot of seductive distractions out there, and it's important to have a way to look at all of that carefully and decide what things you should do and what you shouldn't do. My mother and father were travelers. I grew up in a comfortable family. They were committed every year to going abroad. And they visited Russia and China and Morocco way before anybody was going. And that was a great gift. When I was just finishing high school, I traveled with them. And that is opening me up to the world, has been key to my life.
Thank you for sharing that. You've called out a couple of things. One is from your educational background, the grounding in data analysis, quantifiable information, and that's been useful in consulting. But more importantly, what you've inherited from the exposure to traveling is that openness, curiosity, and being able to link maybe even unrelated things.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing that.